But at the end of those days, Daniel chapter 4, verse 34, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up my eyes toward heaven, and my knowledge returned to me, and I blessed the Most High, and praised and honored him who lives forever. For his dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom endures from generation to generation. And all the inhabitants of the earth are accounted as the deciders of all things? No, as nothing. As nothing. All the inhabitants of the earth are accounted as nothing. But he does according to his will, not their will, his will in the host of heaven. Oh, that's fine. He can do that in the host of heaven. And among the inhabitants of earth. And no one can strike against his hand or say to him, what have you done? Here's a pagan king who comes to understand the sovereignty of God is amongst the inhabitants on earth. It's not theoretical. It's not just out there someplace. It's real. In Isaiah chapter 10, we have these words, starting in verse 5. Woe to Assyria, the rod of my anger, and the staff in whose hands is my indignation. I send it against a godless nation, and command it against the people of my fury, to capture spoil, and to seize plunder, and to trample them down like mud in the streets. And so Assyria is described as the rod of God's anger, and the staff in whose hands is my indignation. But it's a woe upon Assyria for being used by God in this way. I send it against a godless nation, and commanded against the people of my fury, to capture spoil and to seize plunder and to trample them down like mud in the streets. God's going to bring Assyria against Israel to punish Israel in accordance with the promises he already made. But it does not intend to act in this way, and it does not think in its heart in this way. Rather, what is in its heart is to destroy and to cut off many nations. Oh, God's intention and man's intention, two different things. Christians are told to have as their intention sound theology, being in accordance with the revelation of God. But God might have a different intention for someone, and God's able to do that. Man's intention, God's intention, they're not necessarily the same thing. Right here in Scripture, my. I guess that is what was happening with the crucifixion. Herod's intention, Pilate's intention, the Jews' intention, the Romans' intention. And yet all of them accomplished what? What God's hand had predestined to occur according to his own will. It's right there on the page of Scripture.